Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another edition of the Freefalling Monthly. It is February, y'all. We've made it another month. That's celebration enough for itself. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Oh, my Lord. We here. We doing it. So, yes, as I said, we made it to February. You know, Valentine's Day just passed, so I'm excited. Excited to see what we got tonight, you know? As you can see by the beautiful, beautiful image that was made for this monthly, it was a heart, okay? A heart, passion, desire, love, life, heart. There's some things that you're going to be in store for tonight, okay? So, I like to chit-chat a lot, so I'm going to try and tighten it up like my booty hole. Tighten it up. So, for those of you who is your first time at the Freefalling Monthly, welcome. The Freefalling Monthly is an event that happens at the last Friday of every month. I like to see it as a new works, kind of now digitalized festival, where artists, local artists, sometimes we have artists that are not local, they're probably in Toronto or somewhere in Canada or the world. It's just a space for them to experiment new things and to present it in front of an audience. Sometimes they get feedback, sometimes they don't. But it's just a way to keep those creative juices flowing, especially during these hard times with the COVID, with the coronavirus. Is that me ding dang darmin? How dare you? Stop messaging me. Sorry, I'm in demand, but it's a pandemic, so I'm gonna leave them on hold. But yes, it happens the last Friday every month. So, so you know what? Tune in every last Friday. We've been here for 2 years, baby. It's been a while, but we've been here, okay? So yes, that is the Freefalling Monthly, Hanny. And we here tonight with a very special edition. As you can see by the beginning, we have some live music. We want you to get the feel of a live show, honey. Of the feeling of a live show. Thank you, Stephen, for that beautiful, beautiful Oh, it gave me the feels. I wish Valentine's Day was the last Friday of the month, because baby, that got me in the mood. Okay, enough of me talking. Let's introduce our artists of the night. We have work from Miriam and Rebecca. We have work from Tommy Toxic Henny. We have work from Monica Hamburg, and we also have work from Peter Shaw. You know, these are names that are not foreign to the Freefalling Monthly. As you can tell, if you've been following the Freefalling Monthlies, you know these ain't foreign names. You know they've been given it to you every edition. But they're back again with some new work. So let's get into it, shall we? Let's get into the first. Let's pop that bubble gum princess with the first piece of the night. Miriam, pronoun she, her. And Rebecca, pronoun she, her. Oh, I have to say their full name. Bloody hell, I just know them so personally. Miriam Cummings and Rebecca. Sorry, Rebecca. I've never said your last name out loud ever in my life. Bauer. Buh. Beautiful. With their piece, The In-Between. Part one of a collaboration in between Rebecca Bauer and Miriam Cummings, developed through phone calls, voice memos, text, messenger, and Zoom. Inspired by podcasts, books, dreams, and wake life. Intimate, distance, imperfect, complete, and unfinished. Here is The In-Between.
You're on mute. No, I want to start. When I fall asleep, the he's and hims of my dreams are professors and soldiers, masters and horse euthanizers, power-hungry dogs and lurking shadows and natural disasters and madness. I try to speak to him, but my mouth clogs up. Foaming purple vomit, no way to stop. I try to stand and my body auto-recalls, stand tall, but small, remain sturdy, yet invisible. When his boiling breath whispers to me, you are good. These words fill me up. A kind of poison with which my mind can't keep up. There's always one him I feel safe with, though. Someone from my wake life, a mirage in my dream desert. I never quite reach him, but I am guided by his light. Often there is also a girl, always lost in my dream world, on the many miles of slippery uphill dreamland. She looks familiar. Do I know her? I dive deep, deep into water, hoping there will be something more, something at the bottom. But I'm always too heavy to reach. So I drive away in a car, and never go too far. The wheels turn to cardboard and the engine into mud until someone else takes the wheel and the car magically returns to what it was. The part that scares me is the hunger, the hole that needs filling. In my dreams, I eat and eat, but never get filled. Then I wake up and have breakfast. lunch, dinner, dessert, and something doesn't feel quite right. Why am I still hungry?
If I loved you once, I'll always love you. Or, you'll always take up space in my heart. Not you, specifically, how you made me feel. If love is an action, maybe I won't love you. I won't text you, not even on your birthday, or buy that thing you like just because. But I'll never not have loved you. Does that make sense? It's not about you. It's about whether you were honest with me, whether you moved me closer to myself or further away. If I loved you once, if we were intimate, and I'm intimate with the people I love, intimate doesn't always mean sex. If I loved you, you changed me. If I loved you, I remember your hands and what it felt like to be near you. Exactly where I was the first time you told me. I remember our joke, and I still think it's funny. If I loved you, I don't text you on your birthday, but I remember it. If you're no longer in my life, you're really still here. So it matters what you do with the space you take up. If I love you, I love present you and future you, who will think of me every time you hear that song, carry the baggage of me into your next best friendship, hear the thing I said when I was hurt and I wanted to hurt you and wish I could take it back, smell a dirt road on a dry August afternoon and hear my laugh. If I love you, I'll be honest with you, so that when I'm no longer in your life and I appear unbidden, you won't wonder what happened. You'll know. And with that knowing, you'll let me go.
Thank you, Miriam and Rebecca. That was beautiful. Yeah. Questions come into my head when I watched that first. And lucky for me and lucky for you, we're gonna have a Q&A after this show. So don't go anywhere after the last piece. Stay, because we're gonna have a Q&A with the artists. And also, if you have any questions about any of the pieces that you see tonight, feel free to go and type in your questions into the little chat comment section. We have the wonderful Rainbow Marito tonight here collecting those questions so that we can give your questions right back to the artists during the Q&A after the show. So, moving right along to the next piece by another, regular, I'd say, of the Freefalling Monthly, the one and only Tommy Toxic, with his piece, Still, Fragmented monologues from Lockdown Life, performed by Tommy Toxic and Imaginary Friends. Here is Still.
Just wonder if I have to go into the hospital or something. There's something wrong with my mind. I don't know just what to do. I don't want to just hang around and not get anything done. Okay, I'll let you think about it. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I know.
This is where I live. This is Buddy is my friend. Buddy is my friend. He keeps me company. Once I traveled through the world. Now, world travels
Message 2. Well, I'm right here. Can you talk to me? What? Could you talk to me? Could you say hello?
Thank you, Tommy Toxic. very, very different from what we saw last year with the clown piece, showing some versatility tonight, and we're here for it. Again, just to remind you that there will be a Q&A, so if any questions popped into your mind while you were watching it, feel free to type them into the chat, and we will collect them so that we can ask all these beautiful questions to the artists during the Q&A. So like I said at the beginning, this happens on the last Friday of every month, okay? And we have a lot of artists tonight, which I love to see. And keep in mind that they put all these stuff together during the shortest month of the year. Okay. So I'm gonna give them a hand for that. But if you're interested, if you want to, tickle the artistic muscle or bone, whatever you want to call it, you can sign up for next month's edition right now if you wanted to. You can sign up right now if you wanted to, or after the show, or tomorrow. But please do sign up for the next edition of the Freefalling Monthly. We have the information somewhere. It'll pop up. It's going to pop up. It'll pop up. There you go. It's popping up. Sign up. We want to see your work. Show us what you're working with. Okay, now that I've said that, let's move on to the next piece. Another regular of the Freefalling Monthly, no stranger to this edition, to the editions of the Freefalling Monthly, Miss Monica Hamburg with her piece, Moonlight. Moonlight is in test mode. Please stand by. Again, there's a content warning. Nothing really, but just to warn people that there is an element of control and power dynamic. So if that's something that is triggering to you, I would advise you to tune out and pop back in about, I don't know how long the piece is, 2 minutes, I'd say. But yes, here is Monica Hamburg's Moonlight.
Haunt me, haunt me. You've got ways to take hold of my thoughts, overriding my senses. Lock your sights dead in line with my heart. Share your powers. You stir my soul and whet my hunger and weave that spell that pulls me under. These moonlight desires haunt me. They want me. They want me. These moonlight desires haunt me. You're sending secret fires burning inside me unknown, raging on, never mentioned. Only you can uncover the flames, break their silence and make them dance for us to see them, and break their chains and give them free. These moonlight desires haunt me. They want me. They want me. These moonlight desires haunt me. You're sending a wave over my mind, and I fall to it blind. You say, stir my soul and whet my hunger, and weave this spell that pulls me under. These moonlight desires haunt me. They want me. They want me. These moonlight desires haunt me. You're sending a wave over my mind, and I fall to it blind. You say,
Mm. You know, I think the theme of this edition should have been versatility, because I'm seeing a lot of versatility from these artists tonight. Sorry, my mustache is like getting in my mouth. Gross. But yes, thank you, Monica. Work. Oh my gosh. I'm not going to say too much because there's a Q&A, and I will Google fanboy over everybody later. So the Freefalling Monthly kind of supports or kind of encourages support, has been encouraging support for the Native Women's Shelter of Montreal. You know, oh my gosh, I didn't even talk about, it's fine, I'll talk about it after. But yeah, we at the Freefalling Monthly have been, you know, encouraging our viewers or friends of viewers of our editions to support, if they can, the Native Women's Shelter of Montreal. It's very important to us due to the current climate of the world. You know, the maltreatment of Indigenous women and men in this country and in this province, and you know, I'm very happy that we've been, you know, encouraging support of this organization. It was incorporated in 1987, and it's the only women's shelter in Montreal that provides services exclusively to First Nation, Inuit, and Métis. Oh gosh, my computer's doing some weird lettering thing with the text, but Indigenous women and their children. So, you know, if you feel so inclined to support, you can go ahead and support them. We have the information here for you. Also, it was not in my list of things to mention, but we artists, people, you know, showcasing their work, you know, tonight, you know, as much as we love to do this, the, you know, the freeness of you know, expression, which is free. You know, it's a pandemic. Theaters are closed. Not everybody's booked and blessed on the sets. So we do have a Patreon account set up, and all the money that is raised or accumulated through our Patreon goes right back to the artist. So if you got the coins and you want to do a little sprinkle here, Native Women's Shelter, a little sprinkle here, Patreon. If you can only afford the Native Women's Shelter, that's great. If you can afford the Patreon, that's great. If you want to spread the joy throughout the year, that's great too. We have a Patreon account, so please support us, you know, keep us, you know, fuel our passion with your pockets money. Every little helps. So now we've made it to the last act of the night. Another person who is not a stranger to the Freefalling Monthly. Oh, bloody hell, there it is. So we have Peter Shaw, pronouns they, them. And their piece is called Hardwood on Soft Surfaces, a meditation in 2 parts. Oh, it was there. Without further ado, here is Peter Shaw with Hardwood on Soft Surfaces. Oh, yes. The versatility of it all. So that was the last piece, y'all. So you know what that means. Q&A! I'm assuming. I hope I'm not wrong. Please, I guess let's have the artists come into the room. Hopefully this works. I don't know. Do I... Oh! Okay. I guess let's have the artists come into the room. Hopefully this works. I don't know. Do I... Oh!
Yeah. So if we could close the windows. Somebody has their live feed on. So if we could close the windows. Who is it? Tommy, I think it's you.
Okay, I can speak. I just didn't want to have to lip sync over myself again. We have the artists in the room. Hello, hello. And a special guest also in the room joining us because he was also an artist.
Sure.
At the beginning. So before we start this Q&A, I just want to give a quick disclaimer to the artists that if you do not have an answer to a question, you do not have to also an artist. What that mean? Anyway, you don't have to answer the question. Don't feel like you need to answer the question, but there will be a few questions thrown at you. If you feel the need to answer, you may, but if you don't want to answer it, you don't have to. So before we get into the tea spilling questions, let's have everybody introduce themselves. I don't know which way is left or right. Oh, we lost Monica.
Ah!
I don't know which way is left or right, but I'm pointing to my right, but it's actually left. So let's start with Steven and make our way around. Oh gosh.
I'm just here as a fly on the wall. I'm just running the show behind here, and I just want to put my face out there. Can we do like Zoom rules where we're all muted until we're actually being asked a question? I think that would. Oh yeah. Now I don't have to hear my own voice. That's great. Put my face out there. Can we do like Zoom rules? Tommy, I think. Oh, there you go. Okay. Yeah. We're figuring this out.
We're losing everyone.
And they're all dropping.
We lost Rebecca
Rebecca.
as well.
That's Steven.
This is all part of the fun.
To next.
Am I next? I don't know. I'm Rebecca. Hello. Yes, I collabed with Miriam on our piece In Between. Hello.
Hi, I'm Miriam. I collabed with Rebecca on our piece In Between, as you saw.
Hi, I'm Peter, and I'm just blessed to be among such towering figures this evening, towering figures of the Montreal art scene. So it was a pleasure to be a part of it. Passing it on to Tommy Toxic.
There we go. Hi, I'm Tommy, and yeah.
Passing it on to Tommy Toxic.
Same thing. It's just always so wonderful to be here. It's great people, and yeah, I love it. There we go. Hi, I'm Tommy, and yeah.
Passing it on.
Okay, guys, this is great. I'm so glad we're doing the Zoom rules because I was laughing throughout the whole thing. Why not? It's Friday night and I'm allowed to laugh. So let's get into these questions. They're more or less pretty simple questions, so don't be scared. There's no SAT questions or whatever you guys took. They're quite simple. So if you would like to talk about the process of your pieces, we would love to hear it. starting with Rebecca and Miriam.
Oh man, do you have like 5 hours? I think our entire piece was process. Yeah.
Yeah, and I felt that. Yeah, it very much gave like a workshop-y feel, like the first like stages, like getting it on its feet, and I really found that very interesting to watch because most people don't get the experience to like see the process of theater or art being like put together before the show. So I felt like it was like a good window into that. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was the beginning planned, or was that actually a genuine mute?
What do you think, Stephen?
I know I had a heart attack when I played it.
Did you? Oh, that's funny. I never thought about the impact it would have on the person playing the video. Yeah, it was a pretty funny moment. I was there for, I want to say like 3 minutes. I was just like, it felt like 3 minutes. Probably wasn't that long.
It was like a minute.
It's like, wow, Miriam's giving me so much space to just explore it. She's not reading the poem yet, but that's cool. And then eventually I did this like movement so I could just see what was going on. And yeah, there was definitely so it was funny.
And from my perspective, I was like, wow, Rebecca's really making a strong choice to not turn around as we had planned. It's so interesting. Hi, Monica. It's so like interesting how she's really using everything, but from this one angle. And I really felt that.
Hi, I'm
moving to my connection. Sorry. No, it's okay.
Yes. So for those that missed it, this is Monica Hamburg. She was the one who gave us the beautiful Moonlight. Yeah. So let's move on to Tommy Toxic. Let's go out to Tommy Toxic. What was your process for your piece? What was your process for your piece?
Oh, well, it's all new to me. It's the first film I ever made, and I just been learning. I know, just been learning how to use. It's all new to me. It's the first film I ever made, and I just been learning. I know. Just by learning how to use.
This is great. In case we missed it the first time, we're getting your answers a second time.
It's weird. I can't hear myself. So anyway, yeah, I'm brand new to the technology of synthesizers, and I made the whole film with a camera in my iPhone, and it's my first time on iMovie, and so yeah, so all that, it's all brand new.
iMovie.
It was really an experiment. Yeah.
Perfect. Peter.
Movie. And so yeah, so all that.
Yeah. Process. That's an interesting question.
Yeah, I guess I'm good because if I turn on to here, I'm gonna mess it up. So yeah, so that's it. So if anybody has any questions, just type them in there.
Tommy, I will just say, Tommy
here,
Toxic, you should maybe try to turn off the YouTube stream or the Facebook stream that you have. One of them is creating a little bit of echo. So either it's your YouTube or your Facebook is open, and stopping one of them will do wonders for everybody's experience. But in terms of process, I just wanted to say, I had some wood to deal with. I have to throw out that wood. And basically, I thought I would make a ritual for the wood before I throw it out, because I always said, oh, I'm going to use
If I
this
turn off
wood.
YouTube, I can't hear the questions.
Ah, okay. That's an important thing. Absolutely. There's such a delay. It's amazing. Uh, yeah, so that's the importance of process. I had wood that I had to get rid of, and so I thought I would endow it with a meditation before I get rid of it. And I have plans to take it to the Eco Center this week. So that was my meditation on art and life in the same space.
Thank you. Monica, do you want to try and communicate your process with us? I know you're having some issues on your side, but let's see how it sounds with everybody else muted. Or maybe she can't hear me. Can you hear me? Hello? I'm holding it in, guys. I'm trying to keep my composure. Yeah, I'll type it. Because we can hear you. Or no? Yes, no, maybe? I guess not.
This is part of the beauty, eh? Isn't this just we'll just sit here and stare at each other.
It's like we're live. Like
it's incredible.
It's not pre-recorded, guys. This is live.
Oh, Monica can't hear us. Maybe we can gesture to her. Like, do we have questions that we can act out?
Did she see my question? Your process.
How did you make the movie?
Pretend. Oh, and my mic's muted. Hi, I totally can't hear anything. My speakers have given out between when we tested an hour ago and now. So apparently my process is the question, which I totally appreciate you asking. I do not know in what sense, but with regards to this piece, I guess I love this song. I wanted to recreate this song in a different way, and I didn't want to do I wanted to do it really experimentally, almost as if I didn't have the tune of the song stuck in my head. So I also tried to teach myself to use LMMS, which is a digital audio workstation. I don't anyway, and so that was the whole process, was trying to teach myself to arrange this song. I had a friend that played piano for the song and then asked me to move the pieces where I thought they worked, which probably is why some of it to me seems very off, because I've never arranged a song before. And then I tried to make it work. And that was my process. And I wish I could hear, because it would help me not feel self-conscious.
Well, I'm going to say this. We heard you very clearly, crisply. It's music to our ears. And we appreciate you sharing your process with us. Due to all the technical difficulties we were having, we're kind of short on time for this Q&A, and sadly we have to end it here. But I'd like to thank again all our beautiful artists for their work. Thank you for the laughs. I had a great key in my room laughing at all the errors that happened tonight. Which is beautiful, because it's like I'm in a theater and somebody forgot a line and we're just sitting there like, are you gonna say something? Like, what's going on? And I love it. So thank you for that. And yeah, so yeah, I gotta kick you out because I have one last thing to say and I don't need you here to say it. So thank you. We love you, and hopefully to see your work again soon. Toodles. Bye. Now it's just me. I'm just here with a friendly reminder. I didn't say it at the top because, you know, I'm very passionate about this topic. But I have to remind y'all that although we are not in a theater. We are in our homes, enjoying the show, and our homes are on sacred, stolen land. You heard it. You've heard it from me. I've been saying it since the first time I hosted. This land is stolen from our indigenous brothers and sisters, and we have to respect and acknowledge that truth. The Kanien'kehá, Kanawake across the water, we gotta remember that this land belongs to the native and indigenous peoples of Tio'tia. I know I'm saying it wrong, and I apologize to any indigenous people watching this stream for the massacring of the names. But yes, we have to acknowledge that. So yes, stolen land, check your privilege, and we'll be back next month. You ain't got rid of me yet, boo. I'm still here hosting, and I'll be seeing you next month for another Freefalling Monthly. This is Anton May. Thank you to Ryan Bomarito, the bay of the Freefalling Monthly. Thank you, Stephen. Thank you. Okay. See you next time. Stay safe. Love you.